Hey, everybody. Uh, Happy Wednesday. It's another, we're back with Shadowrun Denver. It's been a couple weeks, but we are here for, I just typed it and I can't remember the name, but you're running the game. So go ahead. Tell people what we're doing.
So we're here for Meet the Resistance. The runners have been contacted and asked to meet in a bar in Denver called The Grind. And that's pretty much all you know about. Also, your fixer has let you know that there's going to be some relocation necessary.
Okay.
Relocate houses?
No, specifically relocating people. That's what that's what the mission is about.
Also, just for my notes, is it Meet the Resistance MEET or MEAT?
It's MEAT.
Yeah.
The restaurant The Grind is in Seattle. It's near downtown.
I think you mean Denver.
It's in Denver. I do mean Denver.
A heck of a long of a drive to go for the meat. I mean, okay. Jay shows up, unfolds himself out of a cab, wearing a suit that has clearly seen better days, to the point where it's dripping with chunks falling off of it. And he waits for a minute until a drone vehicle pulls up with the logo Chummer Warehouse on the side of it, and he pulls out a garment bag, puts it over his shoulder, walks into the bar, and immediately finds where the bathroom is and makes his way to the bathroom.
All right. As you enter the bar, you can see that it's a typical bar, dimly lit, smoky. An odd scent of oil and gasoline kind of mingling with the smell of stale beer. The walls themselves are adorned.
Sorry.
You'd probably be enjoying yourself then. The walls are adorned with biker gang paraphernalia, and the jukebox in the back is currently blaring some heavy metal music. So how do Cyrus and Glimmer make it to the bar?
Boss.
I assume a cab or something. Glimmer doesn't drive. It's not a good idea for her to operate electronics in general. So
we don't own any vehicles, so yeah, we call Johnny Cab. It's not Johnny Cab, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the cab service in Denver is called, but so you'll be able to make it. There's no cover charge, and it's still early in the day. Behind the bar, you see a large troll serving customers. He's got a name tag on it. It says Mel Gibson.
It's 2080. I have no idea who that is. So
no, that's some famous actor or something. But he's 700 years old or something.
Was he a cowboy movie?
I don't think so. There's this one tread that he had a blue hair or something. I don't know. It was pretty edgy for the time because he was wearing a skirt and people didn't really care about that.
All right.
Something about a bridge?
Definitely not a cowboy movie. All right. We walk in.
All right, so you'll see Ace sitting at the end of the bar. She's got a drink in front of her, and
Nick stick
Jay, you watch as Jay just kind of disappears momentarily into the bathroom.
Walk over to Ace. Tip my hat. Been a minute.
Oh, yeah.
The troll with the name tag comes over to your side of the bar and says, "I don't think I've seen you guys around these parts before. Can I help you?"
I look over at Glimmer.
We're supposed to have a meeting with someone about moving.
I'll take another.
Are you the Chavez party?
That sounds, yep. That's very convincing that I said that. Yep.
He'll smile a little bit. He'll nod to the side. He's like, "I was told to expect you. The booth over there. Someone will be here momentarily."
What do you got that passes for rye flavor in here?
I mean, you take your pick. It's one of our specialties.
Well,
And you'll see on the wall behind him, he does actually have several different varieties of synthetic whiskey.
all right. I order a rye and then something with an umbrella in it for Glimmer. Go take a seat.
Has Jay made it out of the bathroom yet? It
Yep.
is Ace joining them.
She will in a minute.
Yeah, Jay would have made it out of the bathroom. He's got the garment bag, and he's basically compressing it into this ball that he jams into the trash can. But he's wearing a much better looking black suit. Walks over to the bar after spotting Glimmer and Cyrus. Can I get a tequila?
Yes, certainly. And he will draw your tequila for you and pass it over. Kind of an odder, darker brown color than you're used to.
Yeah, it's okay. It will cut the taste and get rid of the smell that's lingering in his nose right now. And then he makes his way over to where Cyrus and Glimmer are seated. I'm guessing we're here for the same thing.
Yep. How you doing, amigo?
Much better than last time. Got the cyberware almost queued back up to the point where my hands don't shake anymore.
After a minute, Ace will get up and make her way over to the booth. She's in just let's call it a well-loved leather jacket. Jeans, tank top underneath it.
The booth big enough for us?
As just almost.
Then I probably would have grabbed Then I probably would have grabbed a troll chair and seated troll-sized chair and seated at the end of the booth. I'm just too big to squeeze into a booth.
So you guys do have a few minutes. Is there any updates anyone wants to share with the party and what has been going on in your lives?
I think it'd be weird if we all showed up for different jobs and sat at the same table. I've been thinking about that for like 10 minutes.
I don't know.
All right.
Ace will look at Jay at one point and just go, "Wait, do I know you?"
I'll
Squint at him.
Nah, he crosses his arms. No, I don't think we've met.
Okay.
I'm Jay.
Ace.
Well, with small talk out of the way, you see an attractive, burnished woman walking into the bar. And she heads directly over to your table. She kind of excuses herself and kind of shoves into the booth right next to, let's say Cyrus is probably on that end.
I scoot over and let her sit down. Tip my hat halfway.
She will look at you all and say, "Hello, my name is Leslie Chavez. I'm looking for some talent. Recently, it has come to my attention that some of our facilities in the area that were left abandoned for too long have had local groups move in, and I would like your assistance in resecuring them for my company, but making sure that there's no big uproar, no media uproar, and hopefully no real loss of life, because that would be unfortunate media for my associates."
No media. Got it.
I've worked with Glimmer before. I think we can
What
appropriately
kind of-
team up to do that. But
What kind of people are we talking about? Is it bums, ghouls, gangers?
Actually, entrepreneurial businessmen. They've taken over our facility and kind of galvanized the local citizenry, both the squatters and even some of the local gangs have pulled together to make something that, well, we don't want in our building. It's a company. Well, first, I have an operating budget of 30,000 new yen, which I would like to pay to those of you, and to clear this building for us.
I look over at Glimmer.
So, like, this isn't a. Don't you people usually just, like, buy other companies? Like, soy chips to you or something, right?
We're trying to keep a low profile in Denver right now. Recent activities have caused some unrest and turmoil with the local government.
Oh, that's true. There was that whole dragon thing about running out all the corpse. Yeah.
Exactly. I see that we're on the same page.
So you want to pay us as a group 30,000 yen to make room for something that a dragon doesn't want in town? Is that? Yeah? That's what I heard, right?
and defeat a couple and defeat some gangs. I heard that's. I believe I heard that also.
Indeed, yes. Your muscle will definitely be useful in this endeavor. But like I said, there's multiple players at work. I trust that you are fully able to do your own reconnaissance and come up with an amicable way to get rid of those who are not hostile, and use your other talents as needed for those that are.
So where is this place?
Yes. Are we agreed upon the price then?
Don't reckon Shane said yes yet.
I'm just saying, if this is in like the middle of the desert, then we're gonna need like transportation costs and sunscreen. So that's why we need to know where, even if it's just a general area. My sunscreen budget is very large. Skincare is very important.
Oh, yes, and you have such lovely skin.
Well, thank you. I know.
It is here in Denver. You don't have to travel for this. It's actually within the Aurora Barrens.
Glimmer will look to the rest of the team.
What do we
And
know?
you want it back?
What do we know about that area?
Go ahead and make a memory test.
I do have Denver streets, the knowledge skill.
Then you would be able to do that with some advantage. Extra
I have never been there. Wherever that is.
Okay, I'm gonna spend an edge and
Oh my god, no twos.
You said I got. Is the advantage I get an edge, or is the advantage I get?
So you actually have extra dice. I think it's 2 extra dice for specialized knowledge.
Okay. Okay, that didn't help.
So all of you, if you're Denver natives, would be familiar with the section of town known as Aurora. It is one of the Barrens. It's east of town.
Anything new popping up in that area that heard about?
It actually has been one of the sections of the city that Ghostwalker has been working on revitalizing as part of his reunification of Denver. So there have been businesses popping up, and some of the roads have recently been made safe for travel through Aurora to get to some of the other districts.
But if Ghostwalker's focusing on it, then the ZDF is in there. Correct?
It is possible that, so that's probably what has caused the roads to open up, is the CDF has patrolled through.
Well, on the good news side, they've opened up the roads, but on the bad news side of that is that they've opened up the roads most likely so the ZDF could drive through on a regular basis. So this is going to have to be a little more covert than it would be in a normal Barrens, because Ghostwalker's been he's been putting his thumbprint on the Barrens lately.
Yes, possibly he has some plan in mind for it.
I shouldn't have come back to Denver.
But the other side of that coin is that as civilization returns to these areas, property values tend to go up.
But yeah, it does. But it's going to make them want to hold on to that space more. Get people to dig in.
I think because of all that we're going to need 40,000.
Talking, so I'm going to give rolling there to give influence to give Glimmer an assist.
All right, so Glimmer, you may make, if anyone else wants to help with the negotiations, you may roll and help Glimmer with her dice roll. But if not, Glimmer, you can make a negotiation influence roll with an additional 2 dice. All right. She would look at you and say, I believe that 40,000 for your efforts are a bit on the high side. I would counter offer 34,000, but I would, if you needed any gear, I could put approximately 10% up front.
Glimmer will look back to the team.
We're gonna need to pick up gear after we do the reconnaissance.
Then, by your silence, I believe we have agreement. Or is it the other way around here?
Boss.
That looks like that's going to be our best option. So we'll do 34,000 and 10% up front for gear.
She will look between you, and she will kind of slide a certified cred stick out to the center of the table, trying to see who's going to pick it up.
I'll reach out and grab it.
All right, then. Seems like you are the man of action in these times.
Take a drink.
She will tell you that on the data stick, you will find the location and a bit more background. It seems that the location you're being asked to evict is a roadside stop that used to be an old office building and warehouse. It is now called Freon Meats, and they purport to sell meat.
All right.
I don't like the way you say they purport to sell meat.
I mean, this is the sixth world. There's lots of things called meat.
That's fair.
So you just want us to get these people to go somewhere else for their business?
Yes, that's exactly what I would like. I'd like the building to be vacant within 1 week. And still standing. And she'll kind of glance over at Jay when she says,
Still standing, but you may need to have an electrician show up to reconnect some things. That's one of the easiest ways to get people to leave. They got no power. So, but you want to be able to reuse it once you're done. Once we're done.
absolutely.
Okay, so
was there anything else?
You pick up the tab for these drinks.
Certainly, yes. And she looks around at each of your individual drinks, and she's like, no, that shouldn't be a problem at all.
Good. Glad we could be friends.
It's like
So what was
look at the
what
bartender.
was able?
Make sure all hers are on there too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. It's like
I point over.
I was Ava's bartender.
That's right. You didn't come to the table. I point over to Ace. Hers too.
She drinks pretty cheap. So she's drinking like soy shit and whatever. Basically, she drinks swill.
But what you lack in quality, you make up for in quantity.
Yeah.
I feel like the higher that bar tab is, the worse your edge results are going to be for the rest of the session.
She's already got bad luck.
Yeah.
Besides, they got a week. We don't have to do it tonight.
All right, I kind of feel bad for Warren. You hanging in there?
Oh, do great, man. Do great.
So Leslie will take Miss Chavez will take her leave. She thanks you for the hopefully on a job that will be completed quickly and efficiently. She knows that you will earn your reputation.
Thank you for the work, man.
So what is the plan? You've got an address in Aurora.
Yeah. First thing, look up the address on the matrix.
Okay, let's perform a matrix search. You were it on that, I think, Jay.
Yep, I think I am right now. What's the? Hang on 1 second. I am. I have too many systems. That's electronics, right?
Oh. I would believe it's electronics plus
Yeah.
intuition.
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, so you are going to come up with, you've already got the address. You're going to find out that Freon, spelled Freon, Meats, is a relatively new meadery on one of the main highways going through Aurora Barrens. It opened up within the last year and seems to have pretty positive reviews from the local people who have eaten there. Reviews such as their soy dogs are great. Definitely try the rat on a stick. It's only outdone by the black meat special.
I hate everything about this.
Well, rats all right. Cook it. Just
Yeah.
right.
I mean, you marinate it for a while beforehand, and that can really bring it out.
Yeah. And then you just put it on a stick, put it over a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Man, y'all getting fancy with it. Just shove a stick up a rat's ass and put it over the fire. Well, skin it first. Like hair in your teeth.
Yeah, it was to say, that hair burning, that puts you off your meals.
You know what you don't have to skin? Vegetables.
Don't you peel most of those?
Yeah, that's peeling. No difference.
There's the same thing. Don't they even call it like the skin? Like you got the skin of an apple.
Yeah.
So like
apple's not a vegetable.
Same difference.
This is very important because red meat is gross.
No, blue, green, fuzzy meat's gross. Red meat's great.
Yeah, that's the.
You outnumber your boss. I don't mean to take sides, but.
Well, some of us have medical conditions, so you're just going to have to do that on your own.
Trust me.
And some of us can't afford to be picky.
Don't worry about it. Me and Cyrus will eat all the meat. It's gonna keep going now. That you and we'll slide our vegetables over to your plate.
Yep, you can eat what my food eats.
Yep. But what did I? Okay, so I found out about that. And the address. Built up is it around it?
So it's a rest stop, so there's not a lot in that area. It's kind of like, people are stopping there because they're moving through, and it's one of the few safe places that you can stop and grab a bite.
Oh, okay. So we just have to make it, okay, so making it not safe is an option. But that involves public, so it probably gets a little too much media attention. I'm kind of for them just having some, chronic issues with power and utilities.
Sounds boring.
Unless we're going to just go in shooting, which media attention, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Get a good decker, won't have to worry about media.
But we can't. Yeah. We can make sure no tapes get out. And if they don't got tape, they don't run it.
Well, let's start with non-lethal because that's the cheapest.
Yep.
Then immediately we can go move. Ace and I can immediately move to lethal, which is what we prefer. But that's.
I always suggest that my runners do reconnaissance in person to see what they can glean from the current state of whatever they're looking for.
Well, I mean, it's a restaurant. They serve meat. I'll take the sacrifice. I'll go in and have dinner.
Are you all?
Go with. I could use something to soak up the alcohol.
I don't know if they got enough food in there to soak up that much alcohol.
Bite me.
Glimmer, I'm guessing you aren't really interested in going in, or?
I mean, I can go in and sit around, but I really do have a very serious medical condition when it comes to red meat.
Yep. No.
So one of the reviews that did catch your eye, Glimmer, was the fact that they do have some well-established desserts on the menu.
So you eat all of the gross meat, and I will test the desserts.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do that.
That works. Actually, yeah, it's 2 guys and 2 girls. We as if it's a double date. It's not that difficult to cover.
Yeah, that'll work. All right, we go in.
Yeah.
We go over.
All right, then how are you guys getting there?
Well, Ace got a bike, right, Ace?
Yeah.
Someone had a van.
My van is
Didn't
not.
Ace have a van?
Ace had a van.
Ace
yeah.
has a bulldog.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Why did I think she
because
had
you
a
wouldn't
motorcycle?
because you wouldn't let Wheels drive.
Yeah, fuck no, it's my van.
All right.
It's
We'll take the van.
exactly what you said to Wheels.
Yeah.
I guess it's because I normally give my street samurai bikes, but I didn't build this one. Yeah, my van's outside.
Okay, good. Mine's getting. Yeah. Nobody's going to be in mine for a while.
Detail.
It's beyond detailing. They're going to replace the upholstery. Last time I drive around a J-pop band.
All right, so you guys are able to pile into Ace's van. Luckily, she got there early. Traffic isn't bad on the way out of Denver. You do see some checkpoints, and you will have to pass through at least one of them. Does anyone have any open warrants that they're aware of?
No, Ice has been out of the city for 2 years. Roughly.
Yeah. And all the Jade doesn't, and the open warrants on Cyrus and Glimmer got canceled.
All right. Well, then, as long as everyone has at least a rating 3 sin, we should be good to go.
Yep.
Ace, go ahead and roll your edge for me.
Why do you do
You
this to
have
me?
been drinking, and the ZDF checkpoint is gonna want to check your sin.
No, that's a glitch.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, I've got bad luck. So those 2 2s make it a glitch.
Yep.
Wee. So much fun to be playing Ace again.
I thought I had actually added the bad luck toggle to your character sheet. Like I said.
I didn't see it, if so.
As as everyone's getting their sins checked, one of the ZDF officer kind of grimaces and says, "Miss, have you been drinking?"
Technically.
Where are you headed? Are you going to be on Grid Guide the whole time?
Yeah.
He will kind of squint at you and
Yeah,
try and see if.
I give him I give the guy the look from the passenger seat, like, and give him the please don't start a fight with my girlfriend look that all guys share. Just humorous. She's gonna be on Grid Guide. It'll I try and placate him. Let's see if this works.
Well, she's not being very convincing, sir.
I'll roll my influence if you want me to.
Oh, it'd be con. Yeah, let's see con.
Well, and doesn't con fall under influence now?
No, it's con is a separate skill.
Con an influencer.
Oh, F my life then. Okay.
Yeah. So
no, wait, not
con is used when you're
the wrong one.
No, you get it's oh wow, unskilled.
Yeah, I don't have con.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Buddy, I know how it is, but yeah, she can't drive in this condition. I'm either gonna have to take her in, or someone else is gonna have to drive it.
Like driving the van's driving itself.
Well, then we how about we just her and I switch seats then? Does that take care of things for you, sir?
You may make an influence check.
Yeah. Crap, I'm not trying to intimidate the guy. Then I'm much better.
He does kind of lean over. He kind of smiles. He's like, all right. I kind of understand where you're coming from. This would be a lot easier if, you would incentivize my allowing you to leave this area peacefully.
I kind of reach past Ace and shake the guy's hand, palming him a 100 Yen cruise red stick.
All right, thank you very much, sir, madam. Everything appears to be in order here. You may continue on your way.
Does Ace let Jace get into the seat?
Yeah, fine, whatever.
Yeah, no, at that point he doesn't. He's not even paying attention. He's let you guys go.
He just lets it. Okay.
No.
He just lets.
Yeah. Once he turns away, we just drive away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know why we couldn't have just started with that.
I forget how easy these guys are to bribe.
Everybody got to make a living.
Yeah. And there's been a lot of ZDF that have been dying lately, so I understand trying to get what you can.
So you have made Officer Tolbert's evening, and continue on your way. You can actually see Freon Meats from like a quarter mile away, because the entire outside of the building is covered in neon AR signs, which proclaim the fact that this is the best meat in the area. And as you pull into the parking lot, the smell, the smoky wood smell of smoked meats, actually kind of wafts through the bulldog.
Smell like biscuit and gravy. All right.
And you guys pull up, and luckily there's a spot on the end right by the front door. Ace maneuvers her up. Yep. Maneuvers the bulldog in, and you all are free to head into the establishment. Walking in, you see it's a nice kind of upscale room. It's got a bar all the way along one wall. It's basically pallet wood put together, but it's serviceable. There's a lot of tables in the restaurant that also appear to be made of some type of pallet wood or some other plastic packing materials, and there's even several pool tables in the back corner.
What about you? I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Yeah, that sounds
good.
Come on, boss. You want some dessert?
I always want dessert.
So where do you guys head? Do you want to head to the booths, to one of the tables near the front, or probably a table near the back by this pool table?
Somewhere I can keep an eye on the exits.
By the pool table.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
All right. You take your seat, and you see in front of you there's an AR button for a menu that says menu. How many of you are able to see an AR?
Goggles, yeah.
Ace of Cyber Eyes. I think.
Bless you.
Sorry. I'm drinking. I've got soda next. Carbonation.
Soda.
Your voice pickup caught.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are able to browse the Freon Meats menu.
I start. I go through the dessert section and describe it for Glimmer.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at the tabby tots, the rat on a skewer, and the pigeon nuggets, and whatever other roadkill specials they have. Oh, better yet, lizard sticks.
Ace is gonna get a meat stick platter.
You know what? Make that too.
Yeah, actually, that sounds good.
And let's do a rat's nest brew.
There. So for those of you watching at home, I don't know. Can they see this?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no.
Wait, no, make it bug's blood.
I did not see that.
I need the caffeine.
Yeah, see if you can share that out because this is amazing.
This is great.
Yeah, I will. Give me
Did you write
ones.
this? Did you write this one, Steve?
You know what? I did have some help, but yeah. So I did come up with this.
Freaking gold, man. This is the best.
It's
thing.
amazing.
Perfect. Okay. That.
I'm not going to tell you what's in a lizard juice, boss, but order it without the lizard. Just say I want one of those without the lizard.
Isn't that just juice then?
It's a cocktail. Fruity with anyway.
If there's an animal name in the name of the beverage, I'm really not sure that's a good idea.
How about a coolant flush? It's a blue slushy with a hint of mint.
Also not a vehicle, so I'm gonna stick with the curlberry pie.
All right. Soy calf, cold. And that meets the combo thing, or platter. That's it.
All right. So as you are getting ready to order, one of the gentlemen from behind the bar kind of walks over to your table and he says, "Oh, hello, my new friends. We have not seen you before. My name is Hans. So the gentleman behind the bar over there, that is Franz. And together we are Franz and Hans. Freehan meets."
Oh, I thought that you used air conditioning with everything.
No. It is our names. What is your name?
Heading glitch.
You are so beautiful. You have the complexion. What is your name?
I'm Glimmer because obviously I glimmer. It's very
And did you do that?
green.
And your friend here, she has such beautiful hair.
Look, man, I'm just here for food.
Oh, excellent. We have very good food here. We've smoked the meats and back ourselves. You can smell the smoker from here.
Mm-hmm.
And you, sir, with your ice cold soy calf, also serious. Would you like some creamer or some sugar in that?
No, you in whiskey?
Oh, you must talk to Hans. He likes the whiskey.
Yeah, like a shot of that in there too. Yeah.
Wasn't your name Hans and the other guy was Franz? Did you forget your own name?
Indeed, I have almost fooled you. You are so good. She is the smart one, I can tell. And finally, you, my big sir, you must have an appetite. How many meat platters will I give you? 2? 3?
Start out with one, and just one. We ate before here, so. And
Excellent, very good. I'm still happy you just stopped in to see us. New friends are always welcome.
this is a interesting place. How long you guys been open?
We have been open for about a year now. We have many local helpers that come in, and we have taught them how to smoke the meat. And we have also locals that procure the meats for us. It is kind of almost a family affair.
Oh.
Well, so I will let you enjoy your meat. It will be out shortly, and I will go back behind the bar.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, as I look around, do we see anybody other than Hans and Franz who are working here?
Hans and Franz appear to be the only ones actually working the bar, but occasionally you'll see like some guys dart in from one of the back areas, and they come out and drop off either the meat platters at the bar if Hans and Franz are available, or if not, they kind of bust it out to the table.
How do you get Freon out of Hans and Franz? Neither has an E.
I was kind of concerned they were going to be serving food with Freon gas.
That's generally, I mean, if you're pushed, yes, you can use Freon to cook something, but it's generally pretty bad, and it's been
Gives it a unique flavor, though.
It does, but it's it's been, you never give it to a gnome. Whatever you do, just never give something cooked with Freon to a gnome. It doesn't go well.
Or stare at you and dwarf when you say that.
But have Glimmer, Cyrus, have either you talked to the orphans lately? Those ones we encountered in the Barrens a while back. It's gonna bug me if they're part of this.
Bug.
What? Why would they be a part of this?
I don't know. It's the type of thing they might help out in. It's been a bit since I talked to them.
Well, we should ask what their policies are on child labor then.
Okay.
Shortly after your short conversation, Fritz brings over several meat platters and your drinks. Note I said Fritz there.
I did. I was going to say, is this somebody new?
Yeah. This is a new guy?
Absolutely no. He's like, did he call me Franz again? He constantly does that. Yeah, no, it's just Fritz.
Okay, it still doesn't give us an E, but okay.
Yeah, but ski is pronounced with an E.
But Fritz isn't.
and that's a really tough name to say.
It's not really tough. It's just Tom is really bad at it.
So he forgets both your name and his own name?
No, he remembers his name. It's Hans, and I'm just Fritz. You guys.
So he talks about himself in the third person, then.
Hans? No. He's just very ebullient. He's just a special someone.
But never mind.
So you guys are new in here. I haven't seen you in here before.
Yeah, so we're kind of looking for some properties in the area, maybe some gentrification, make it a little fancy since things are being a little safer. Like, it's a great time to get in on property investment values. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm sure that we could find a good portfolio for you to really get in on the ground floor, as they say. Because as the roads open up, all of this is going to get cleaned up and it's going to get real fancy.
At this point, I'd like everyone to make a perception check. Audible, if you have audio enhancement.
I gotta check. I think I do. Oh, I do not. I only have glasses, no earbuds.
So everyone is unsurprised as you hear loud motorcycle engines pull up in front of the establishment, and several bikers in kind of a reddish. They're wearing tribal leathers, and they have a lot of red highlights in their outfit. Cyrus, with your extra perceptiveness, you kind of watch Hans. He kind of grimaces and kind of you see the look of fear crossing over his features as he kind of stumbles in his delivery of whatever sentence he is saying to the group.
I look out the window and I look back at him and I go, "Friends of yours?"
Wasn't it
No,
Fritz
absolutely
that was talking
not.
to us?
Yeah, it was. And, thanks for reminding. You may have an edge.
Yeah, I've just at this point I've just decided that everything that comes out of Ski's mouth is a lie. So
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
he once told me he was a fanboy, and now I don't even believe him anymore. So anyway, yeah. So I look out and see anybody we know. Last gang we met, I shot a bunch of them in the back, and they fell dead in the street. So just check.
I don't think you guys have encountered this group yet. They're not one of the highly popular gangs. But yeah, so they immediately come in, push these people over here that are on the pool tables off, and they kind of immediately they just start playing the game that these other two guys were playing.
Oh, I did not even notice you had a map up.
I absolutely did have a map.
What's worse is that they ran. Well, probably maybe not the worst. That they ran Shia LaBeouf off the table. I don't know if that was. I just keep an eye on.
Ace turns around slightly in her seat to look at the guys, kind of sizes them up. Because I might get to actually fight something tonight.
Absolutely, yeah, because one of them is going to walk over and he says, "Hey, you're in our table. You need to move."
Make me slitch.
And that's the point at which you watch as he drags out a chain from out of his jacket. And he's like, "Oh, I'll gladly do that." I think we're going to have to roll initiative at this point.
Do you want to take a break before that? At the top of the hour.
It is the top of the hour. Thank you for keeping me on track. I'm not used to these short break times. So yes, let's go ahead and take a break. And Teslin, go ahead and let us know how long until we're back.
All right, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. Thanks for sticking around, folks. We're back, and apparently we have to beat up some gangers.
They asked for it.
It's a living.
Oh, I do this for fun.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's paying anybody for these gangers.
So that guy there has pulled out a chain.
Yeah, he's pulled a chain out from under his jacket.
Ace stands up, finishes the rest of her drink.
You need to go stand up your bicycle outside or something?
He's like, "No, I'm going to teach your girlfriend here some lessons."
With that? Dude, that ain't...
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Dude, that's a tickler for her.
He looks at you kind of perplexed, but he draws back and he's going to go ahead and, unless someone is going to do something in advance.
Well, on 32, I draw both my pistols and I aim at these two guys behind him and go, Ace can take pretty good care of himself, but I'll turn both those boys back there's heads into canoes.
Hans will look at you and be like, "What?"
Don't worry,
And he is absolutely.
we'll take out the trash.
But my bar. All right, so you've got.
But my
So you,
says,
all right, so you've called an Overwatch action, which will allow you to act if this situation comes to pass that the guy here attacks.
yeah.
Jay, what would you like to do? No one is surprised in this this initiative turn.
What about this guy right here? Oh, that's the guy that that's one of the ones that you were aiming at. These two over here.
Yeah.
Cyrus. Okay.
Yeah, I believe Cyrus was looking at pointy head guy and Asian.
Yeah, I have no doubt that Jay and Ace can handle the loudmouth of the chain.
Yeah, I honestly at this point I get up for the lady, and let and give
play through
and let I don't have to prove anything. I take a step back. Well, this way too. I'm out. I make sure that I'm between. I step so that I'm between Hans and the guy, but I'm also out of Cyrus's lines. Not that he can't shoot around me, but
just gotta
Not.
just gotta swing the gun a little bit and bend that bullet.
Yep. And as I step out, since I got I give a nice flourish for Ace to have fun.
A little bow.
A little, yeah, just a simple bow and
The gentlemanly thing to.
Yeah.
Just manners.
Yeah, it's just
All
manners.
Right, so the guy here has intimidated or attempted to intimidate Ava with his bike chain, and he's full back. He's gonna throw it forward and ruin your day is what he feels. What do you do?
Ace is going to get up right close and personal, and as he's starting to bring the chain down, she just wants to grab it with her cyber arm. Kind of basically going for a disarm.
All right. Go ahead and roll your. Kind of broke the DM in this one, so this is almost a block action.
I would say probably a block, especially since it's a chain. It's going to wrap around her arm. Yeah, it's just as long as she successfully blocks it, she's got him.
All right, so you've prepared that. I'm going to give you edge on that because you're planning to do it. You'll add your close combat to your defense test, and if you're successful, if you get more hits than the biker guy here, then you have grabbed the chain and you have advantage over him.
Okay, does a defense roll prompt for extra dice, or do I need to do that manually?
Think
you have to turn the mods toggle on.
There's a mod for that. Perfect.
Yeah, up at the top of the sheet, you should see the mod.
Combat is 5. One, 2, 3, Oh no. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why was this character made with bad luck?
Oh, I mean, she still catches it. It's just that
Just a
glitch.
glitch on top.
There's a glitch. There's a glitch involved.
2 out of 2 rolls tonight, I've glitched.
All right, so he just hauls off and smacks it. You see the chain wrap itself around your arm 3, 4 times. You guys engage in a tug of war. You know, you're going back and forth, and you see his eyes kind of get bigger and bigger as, you know, this semi-petite gal with this, you know, hairdo is pulling him off his feet. And right as he's about to just lose his balance, the arm rips off of your biker jacket, and you both fall backward.
Honey,
Oh, I'm taking that out of your hide.
dang it. She loves that jacket. Hans, you want to go get some towels? You're going to need them.
Cyrus, I need you to roll an intimidation roll.
Not a problem.
The jacket was a gift.
Your name is Cyrus, right? I see Payne on the sheet.
Payne's a street name. It's also the last name, Cyrus Payne. So 3.
So Asian Elvis back. He doesn't think you're gonna do it. He's gonna step forward. At which point your called action, your Overwatch action, is going to take effect. So you may go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Yeah, called shot and
However, pointy hair guy, he kind of puts his hands up and he kind of steps back from the pool.
All right. Well, in that case, those shots go into this young man's kneecaps.
And I say Asian Elvis because he has really long sideburns, but he's obviously Asian of some.
He does have good hair now that I'm zeroing in.
Yeah, it's almost a pompadour with sideburns. It's insanely. And unfortunately, you're close to canoeing him. What's the damage on your firearm?
5P.
Yeah, so he's looking at taking 7 physical right there, and he's got a DR of 8. So yeah, he absolutely. Where do you shoot him?
In the knee.
All right, you
half of his leg off.
Yeah, you watch as his outer leg, the one he'd stepped forward with, just suddenly folds to the side and collapses. He's actually he will fall prone on the ground there, yelling and screaming, just grabbing at his kneecap, which is now the color of the meat.
Told you, Hans, we need some towels.
Next one, I'm going to aim about 8 inches higher.
Yeah, that's not something you want to get replaced with cyber.
Flashback to Tuesday night conversation.
Yeah.
All right. So the ganger in back, he actually takes a step to the side. He uses a minor action to take cover behind the pool table, and he will return fire at Cyrus.
All right.
Uh,
With 3 hits, and you're able to dodge out of the way.
Yeah. Which one was it was shooting at me that time? It was him? Or
It's the one back here,
Sunglasses.
Shades. We'll call him Shades. Yeah, sunglasses.
I just swing the barrel of the gun in that direction.
Yeah, it's the douchebag wearing sunglasses indoors.
Yep. Yep. I can see him now. I'm zooming in. And I got to appreciate the level of skeeziness that these people have. Well done. Like, I just dislike
Glimmer.
him because of the way he dresses.
Absolutely do too.
I will make eye contact with one of the gangers that's near the door and say, "You really gonna want to run away now?" And I've got con, influence, and negotiation because I'm not intimidating.
So that would be an influence roll. You're trying to make a logical argument to him that he's probably in the wrong place at the wrong time. So that would be. So right now, this guy, pointy-haired guy here, is the one I feel like you were addressing, because the only 2 we've still got that's actually fighting is the one who's tug-of-warring with Ava, and the other one who's taking cover behind the pool table. This guy has had his hands up, and he was kind of thinking back and forth whether or not he was gonna actually get involved. Now that one of his guys is supporting him from the.
He's either brave or stupid.
He's either brave or stupid, but like Glimmer's trying to talk him out of it, and he was already 2 dice into the, actually 3 dice into the I'm out of here roll. So we'll see what comes of that. And then we've got this gentleman at the bar here. Do you want to go ahead and describe
Yeah, so he's a fairly average-looking guy. Looks like probably got some military experience. He's got a tactical harness on. He's could be Shadowrunner, could be Merc, could be high-end ganger, but also looks pretty techy. So kind of a combination of both. And up until right about now, he's just been sitting there eating his lizard and drinking his Coke. And he chuckled a couple of times at some of your antics, but now that things have gotten real, he's kind of deciding what to do. And you see it, when guns were drawn, he started to move like he was going to do something, but it's over, honestly, before he even got started. Ski, do I see these gangers in the Matrix? Do I see their guns and stuff? Or do I need to do perception for that?
Absolutely, yeah. The one who has his predator drawn, you would.
All right. Well, I will double rocket launcher data spike his gun.
Bringing out all the new rules.
For sure.
For those who aren't familiar, Rocket Launcher is one of the new programs that came out in Hack and Slash, one of the latest Decker books for 6th edition. Ouch.
So it's just a fork program.
Yeah, so it the first rocket launcher increases the damage by 2, and then the second one after that increases by 1, so it goes up by a base of 3.
Oh, it's even better than Fork. That's nice.
I need to talk to Chuz. Where's my Matrix defense button?
Okay.
What's my roll against that?
It is
Firewall
data processing
plus-
and firewall.
The device should have that defense rating, right? Under the Matrix
And-
tab, I think.
Probably.
Not on NPC sheet.
Oh,
So I have Soak Matrix, but I don't have so firewall plus data processing.
processing.
That's an odd
Yeah.
one. He rolled as well as he could, and then we do his Matrix Soak. So how much damage is?
Well, the base is 4 plus 3 from the rocket launcher, so it's 12 matrix damage to his pistol.
You watch as like some sparks and smoke kind of shoot out the back, and actually kind of like a puff of like dirty brown smoke just kind of hits Shades in the face, and you watch as he kind of throws his head to the side, and his shades come off, and you see he's got this white outline around his eyes, and he looks kind of like a reverse wreck.
gotta love the smell of
Classic.
burning electronics.
And that's it for me.
All right, and then so we're back to the top of the round with Pain. Screaming in agony is Elvis, Asian Elvis on the floor. Bike chain guy is still playing tug of war with Ava's
Ace.
coat sleeve. Ace's coat sleeve. Pointy hairdo guy is he's kind of like, it looks like he might think he's going to get back in the fight, but he hasn't pulled a weapon out yet. And then you've got reverse raccoon eyes here. He's fully dropped down behind the pool table.
This guy's completely behind it.
He's gonna have. If you moved, you would be able to get a line of fire on him, but he's still gonna have some.
Yeah. So he's laying down behind the table, or he's just squatting behind the table. What is he specifically?
You can't really see him. You just saw him drop behind the.
Well, I'm very short, so I step out.
You can see his feet if you're short.
Yep. So if I can see his feet, then I drop down to one knee and aim for his legs and fire on this guy's legs.
All right.
Boss said you didn't want me to kill nobody today, so.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. There's the first one. Here's the second one.
So his DR is 8. I don't know if it gives you edge or not, but he's gonna have he's gonna have a little bit of extra dice because he has taken.
Yeah, his DR is 8. That gives me 1 edge because that's 5 lower than my attack range.
That'll give you an edge for each shot, so you'll get your maximum of 2 for the.
Perfect.
So the first shot, you get 3 hits on 5p. He goes ahead and will soak. Gets a critical glitch on it. So you watch as again you hit dead center on his shin, and you just watch it just kind of like there's a boot there, but then his leg is kind of like stumbling off to. In your second shot, you kind of like line it up, and you watch as Cyrus shoots the foot, and it flies across the room and ends up in the table over in the corner. And you hear him kind of whisper, 8-ball corner pocket. That's actually.
I look over you. You own stock in cyberleg companies or something?
I was told today that I had to let everybody so to speak. Crawl in this case.
All right, so that's it for him. You watch as pointy hair guy is just kind of standing there, and then a puddle just appears between his legs, and he books it towards the door. Jay, you're still standing next to Ava. The grimace of anger and the noise that is coming out of her mouth is unholy, and you're not sure what has possessed her.
Actually, I got a pretty good idea what's possessed her. I'm not entirely positive of the proof count, but I'm okay. Pool tables in the sixth world. How much roughly do they weigh?
It doesn't matter. You
Okay.
can lift a GMC Bulldog. I know what your strength.
Yep. Okay. So I'm
It's
going
not
to,
made out of concrete.
yeah, I'm going to charge up and flip the table and bellow and basically be facing in the direction of all the other people, like facing in this direction, all the other people in the place, and bellow, "Get out!" I'm not going to bellow because I know I'll peak the audio into the red and it'll just get cut off anyways. But just with everything he's got, he's going to bellow that. The goal is to clear the place out of all their patrons.
Yeah, so you had seen, most of the patrons were kind of like getting up and looking in the direction and kind of slowly shuffling towards the door, but like almost as if a spill gate has opened, just like white peering eyeballs staring at you, suddenly realize that, their life is in danger, and they just book it and head out.
Okay. All right. That's
Warren, how does that make you feel? Or Geek Squad, how does that make you?
I don't know. We seem to be sort of aligned on the side on this point. So
I mean, technically, you're behind me, and I'm not bellowing it at you. This guy is about as big a troll as you've ever seen. Basically, I maxed out the body and strength when I made him. Before the companion, he's as strong as you could be in the game.
But how does he look in the Matrix? What are you rocking in that area?
Actually, in the Matrix, he actually does have a deck that he's got up. So, and he's got a lot of cyberware. But he does actually have a deck protecting it, I believe. Must not have put it on here, but
okay.
Yeah, a lot of cyberware, like all throughout his body.
All right,
so intense roll.
And Jay, I do need you to make another audio perception check. Everyone else is going to hear this, but I want to know if Jay's going to. You just hear kind of like a sigh and from the direction of Fritz, and just not the pool table.
Yeah, no, pool table. Yeah, pool table goes flying.
Oh no, the pool table goes flying.
Mm-hmm. The big loud crash that'll get anybody who's like debating sticking around.
So the last thing to resolve, we've got the tug of war between Ace and I don't know what we're calling this guy, backward ball.
Yes. And I have 7 edge to use. So.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start with an unarmed strike. And there was an edge action that I was looking at if I do enough damage. So, let's start with an unarmed attack. Let me...
All right, backward ball cap. His DR is an 8.
Well, I can't take any edge because I'm full up. 5 hits.
All right. He will actually, you watch as he tries to roll the bike chain in the way to do a little bit of blocking. And he meets your 5, but that means you are the attacker. And you still win.
I'm gonna use 4 edge to reroll. Or it's 4 to reroll failures, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4 to reroll all
that.
your failures. And if you click the plus
8 hits.
Nice. All right. So you got an extra 3. So you've got 7 physical damage coming towards this.
Mm-hmm.
Before he makes his soak roll. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I believe I
spend
have
edge,
to...
so you can't.
Say what?
You did spend edge, so that's your edge action for the round.
No, wait, I can't.
Yeah, you can only spend edge once per act.
Well, okay. Does she want to take back that reroll then?
You know what?
I thought I could do an
Let's
edge
just
assist
do
and an edge action.
that. How about spend the 5 edge action to narrate?
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Okay.
Something that doesn't get you.
Yeah.
You tell us what happens.
So he tries to use the chain to block, and Ace just kind of unloops one chain around her arm and then wraps it around his neck. And she's just gonna hold it there until he stops struggling.
Oh, all right.
Not
He's
trying to kill him. She's not going for like the broken neck because we're not supposed to kill anybody. But I'm gonna choke the motherfucker
feel him
out.
squirming. He's thrashing back and forth. His face is turning, blue. You can smell his aqua velva scent under the fumes as he's struggling and like choking a person out is it's almost an intimate action because you got him and you're pulling him back slowly and you see pointy haired dude has kind of gotten halfway across the room. He just glanced back and he's like nope out. He kept eventually, and it's almost gentle. You just kind of grab him, roll him into the crook of your elbow, and then as his body goes limp, you watch as Ace just kind of releases it, and his body just crumples to the floor, almost like a rat.
He's gonna wrap the chain around her arm, and I'm gonna keep that. Are any of the gangers still in here?
None that are in any shape to.
Oh, Ace, if they were conscious, Ace was basically gonna at this point, she's... Jay, was it?
Screaming and holding their legs.
Can you take him out to his buddies?
Yes.
No, the 2 guys who are screaming and holding their legs, one of them is futilely trying to apply a tourniquet to the stump. And the other one just seems to have passed out in drool. And no one is here to help these guys. All 3 of them are down, and they aren't getting back.
Are we still on initiative?
No, at this point, there's no more combatants. We're jumping out of initiative. Hans is like, oh my gosh, who's going to clean up this mess? They're just going to come back with more. They're probably going to burn this place.
It doesn't matter. You got to get relocated. Glimmer's got more details, but we've got to get you out of here.
Can I get a drink before we do that?
Yeah, once you have one ganger come in, this is now a gang bar. whether you want it to be or not. And we're going to have to help you. We're not going to have to. We want to. We want to help you find a more suitable location so that you don't have these kinds of problems. You have a really unique business model here. And we know that there are lots of people who are interested in small businesses just like yours.
Hans kind of glances back and forth between the two of you, and then he kind of stumbles his way over to the bar stool. He slumps down. His shoulders are defeated. He's like, "Listen, they've been coming back more and more often. And listen, I realize that we've got to get out of here. This is not a safe situation. That's why I've been talking to the Aurora Angels." And he'll kind of point over at Warren or at
Geek Squad.
He's like, "Yeah,
this is what I've been saying, man."
Yeah, I know. You've been telling me, but we didn't have any muscle to get, to drive the other guys out of this place. We've got a new location now. We'd like to move Bertha. Anybody gonna ask what Bertha is?
The smoker.
I'm just staring at him like he's going to fill in the fucking blanks for everybody.
It's got to be the smoker.
Clearly the smoker.
Yeah, so we've got the smoker out back. Her name's Bertha. So we need to find a spot where we can put her so that we can continue operating Freon Meats. And Geek Squad over here had suggested a location, but there's some other gangers. There's another group that's already in there, and we've been trying to come up with a solution to get them out. It's going to help out Geek Squad and his friends because the area will be safer, but we just don't have the means to do it.
Okay, so you need to move.
You got the money?
Out? Like another restaurant or more gangers?
It's a group of gangers that, as far as we can tell.
I looked at all the bodies on the floor and I'm like, yeah. How much is it
You
worth?
guys seem pretty good at that. I don't have any. We don't have a lot of extra funds. I mean, we can anytime you want to come down here and get some meat. You're on the house, but we don't have. We've got no cash.
Yeah, no. Ace already answered. Sold. Done.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah. Regular customers walk in, and we're not going to bankrupt you. I mean, I might. I'm on a hefty side, but come in, eat, drink, but we won't run you out of business. So we just need to just make room where you need to go. So we're hurt.
Yeah. Let me show you around.
Also,
come on back.
Scare your accent away, or
No. I'm Hans. Fritz is still over there. I'm Fritz. Hans is still over there behind the. Yes, I'm still over here. I don't like the bloodshed. It makes me really queasy, so I can't come close.
Well, if you get some C squared, we can clean it up.
I'm being kind of loud here. I hope nobody in the hotel room next to me is wondering what the heck's going on.
Sorry, if you get we know why.
Fritz, the smooth-talking gentleman, will take you guys on the tour of Freon Meats. Behind this area here, this was obviously, when you actually get looking at it, it was just basically an office front for a warehouse. It used to be cubicle farms, drop ceiling, and it looks like, they've done some work to modernize it as a bar. Immediately behind the building is a large open space, which was probably a warehouse at one point. And as you walk into the building, it just kind of opens up and it's just filled with, half the building is filled with this cloud of smoke. And you see over in the back corner what appears to be a fully functioning smoker that's been built into the back of a porta-john clean. It's mobile and it's a tank and it used to hold feces. And they're using it to smoke.
I'm sure they cleaned it out first.
I've eaten from worse.
Absolutely.
10% sure they cleaned it out first.
I'm from Kansas, so
I'm from the Red Barrens.
You give me a hard time for not eating red meat, and then you show me this.
you know what they fertilize vegetables.
Yeah, but you wash those.
Do they though?
I do.
Matrix the word E. coli and get back to me.
I will not, for many reasons.
I will send her a detailed dossier.
Yeah.
He pulls it up in AR and streams it. This is
E. coli, and this is what happens after E. coli.
This is the let's see how many times we can get Glimmer to almost throw up episode.
I absolutely think E. coli is doing nothing for our streaming ratings. So,
Yeah.
We actually have more
Side to
viewers
side.
right now.
side to side in the building, you see they have taken the cubicle partitions from the front of the office and they've spread it around the warehouse. And actually, people are living in there, squatters and families and stuff. You don't see any of the Barrens orphans, just because I didn't think about fitting them in. But that would have been a great idea. And it looks like we're getting close to the end of the hour. So how about we call it here, and we can continue on next session.
Okay.
Look forward to it.
Looking forward to it. Keep an eye on our social media, folks. We might have moved over to the Shadowcasters to a different streaming location by that point. I haven't gotten confirmation yet. Over onto the Shadowcasters network, but it'll still be the same people playing. And if you
Same batshit shenanigans.
Yep. Same drunken ace. Yeah, same deadly Cyrus and same vegetarian Glimmer. Sorry, Geek Squad, I don't have anything to hit you to tag you with yet.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. If you want more Shadowrun 6e, check out Gen Con TV tomorrow night, where Emerald Glitch is back. And check out Rules of Cool before that. Anybody have any other announcements?
End of April is the Streamathon.
Thank you.
For REM.
Oh, yeah.
So you can head on over to the REM Discord if you want to sign up for a game. And
Yeah, if anybody's awake at like 3 a.m. Eastern or midnight Pacific, I have a game at that time slot, and I don't think I have anybody signed up yet.
Oh, what kind of game? Ava, tell us.
Running Cyberpunk, which is basically powered by the apocalypse-ish. And it's like Shadowrun, and it's built around one-shots. It's your last run.
Cool.
Big one right before you're supposed to retire.
So everybody watching this, go sign up. So that
Or something else if I don't get enough people to sign up.
so that Claire's not up at 3 a.m. by herself, running against herself.
Well, it starts at midnight my time, so
Oh.
I'll be able to go to bed at 3 a.m. Maybe.
Yeah, they gave me. I got like 10 a.m. on a Sunday. For an old guy. All right. Anyway,
Yep. All right, folks. Have a good week or a couple weeks, and we'll be back in two
Steve,
weeks.
thanks for a great game.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it's
Keith.
fun.
Yeah, I'm glad to bring this shenanigans to the.
I am so glad I chose to play Ace. Hanako would have been so out of place on this run.
I'm so glad you played Ace.
She'd
Yeah.
have been right there with Glimmer, like, ew.
So, and I don't want this to be a surprise for next week, but as you guys are out back, Hans has come out from behind the bar, and you watch. He's got needle and thread, and he's sewing your sleeve back on your jacket.
Oh, now we really like these people.
All right, folks. Have a good night.